All right, the WrestleHolics podcast, DC Hendrix. We're broadcasting live from the Squared Circle Expo. We're here with Chris Van Vliet, the infamous CVV. What's going on, man?
What's up? Good to see you.
It's good to see you too, man. I know we met for the first time at the Royal Rumble, I believe it was, or Backlash, one of them. I can't remember.
All of them,
just all of them. But I just wanted to introduce you to our listeners. A big fan of yours. When did you start your podcast? When did you notice that moment when, all right, this isn't just a podcast, this is starting to take off and take a whole new direction?
I was working as a TV host for years. So grateful to talk to some of the biggest stars on the planet. So when you're talking to actors and comedians and directors and musicians, wrestling falls under that umbrella of entertainment. So I was squeezing in a wrestling interview at work every now and then. And then I started just taking those interviews and throwing them up on my YouTube channel. That's where it began, 2011. And then in 2019, I'm like, if someone doesn't want to keep the YouTube app open to listen to these interviews, I'll just take the audio from that, put it on the podcast. That's where the podcast started. I feel like it really started to take off. That 2019 was a big year for wrestling. That was the year when AEW was announced. WWE had to step their game up. A lot of free agents were getting signed. I was so fortunate to interview some huge people that year. Built on that into 2020. The world shut down. I figured things out, pivoted. Let's do some Zoom interviews. The whole thing's just trying to build on it from here.
Yeah, absolutely. And just talk about some of the people. You've interviewed so many people, but there's always, because we've interviewed people as well, but like there's always those few that are just memorable and that like it will stick with you forever. Just to name a few, what are some of the ones that stick with you the most?
Man, there've been so many, and how lucky am I to get to talk to these people. Man, John Cena's at the top of the list. So awesome to be able to share a conversation with him. Dave Bautista was great to have him on the show. Spent 2 hours with The Undertaker. And then we went to dinner later that night with Maven and Midian and The Godfather. And The Undertaker's telling us all these stories. Most of them I could never tell publicly.
Especially The Godfather. Careful.
Cody Rhodes was just on the show recently. And so many of them. It's the coolest thing that I get to do.
So, last question. We're going into WrestleMania season. The matches are finally starting to hit the match card. For you right now, which match has the best build, and what feud has the best build right now?
I'll tell you the match I'm most excited about. It's Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar. Woo! And the fact that Brock Lesnar is doing everything he can to make Obafemi look like the monster that he is. The build has been great. I think if you're going to do all of what you're doing to make Obafemi look strong, he's got to win this match. Obafemi has so much to gain here with a win. Brock Lesnar has very little to lose. Brock Lesnar getting a win here or a loss here does nothing to affect his legacy. That is cemented. I can't wait to see how this plays out. And if/when Obafemi wins this match, I think he skyrockets right into the main event picture. He's a world champion, in my opinion, in the next 12 to 18 months. Play this back when he's the champ.
That's right, damn it. And last thing, good friends of ours downstate. Shout out for doing this man's theme music. Shout out to the boys downstate.
It's Inside with Chris Van Vliet.
Woo! Zach, you got competition. All right, y'all. See you next time. WrestleHolics.
See ya.